The presentation and the slide out in front, or the title of this, was slightly different, but in working with Jeff on it towards the end, he liked this as a new one. He's like, why don't you just go ahead and leave that one in there and tell him where it was? Because what we're essentially talking about is an operating system for building other types of organizational operating systems, and we'll get into it a little bit. The commonly known and understood operating systems that are out there are your computer operating systems, the personal. Everyone knows them. Everyone has got 1, 2, 3 favorites, uses them all day, all night, manage their daily communications life, their daily digital life. The term operating system can refer to two main things. In the world of computers, it's the software that manages hardware and programs, but organizations also have operating systems, which are the processes and structures that guide how a company functions. Now, that's directly from one of the two big enterprise operating systems, LLMs. I'm not going to tell you which one, but it's the one that doesn't love the sound of its own voice as much, so it was shortest and fit best on the slide. Everybody knows all the personal computer operating systems. Everyone's got one in their pocket right now. Others have one on their desk. Some people use 2 or 3 of them. I personally am a Google Android kind of guy, but iOS does a great product as well in their way. But these personal computer operating systems are for managing our singular and daily lives. As you start getting into the enterprise, it's a bit different of an equation, right? Because when you're at the enterprise, the managing the digital and communications life of a multitude, there are really only 2 that play at that level. There are still some hipster holdout, companies that can run their design for it on all Apple, or some Linux houses and whatnot. But when you get to large scale, you're either a Microsoft house or you're a Google house. The LDAP, the Active Directory, the communications, the Nx Meet or Teams, the 2-factor authentication that logs you into every one of your other organizational operating systems. At the enterprise scale, it kind of gets down to 2. And when you start taking computer vision into that, or when you start talking about building organizational operating systems, new ones, this is where they all have to play. There's no 2 exceptions of it if you want to cater to thousands, if you want to cater to hundreds, if you want to do things in such a multitude that your application is enterprise scale.